Welcome to meaninginadream.com. When you dream of becoming a color that doesn't exist, your unconscious mind is revealing something extraordinary about your psyche's deepest yearnings. This dream represents the ID's primitive desire to transcend the limitations of conscious perception, to become something that exists beyond the boundaries of what your ego deems possible or acceptable. Dreams of impossible transformation speak to our most fundamental psychological need for expansion beyond societal constraints. Every night, our unconscious mind creates scenarios that would be impossible in waking life, yet feel utterly real in the dream state. When you become a non-existent color, you're experiencing what Freud called the omnipotence of thought, that primitive belief from early childhood that our desires can reshape reality itself. From a psychoanalytic perspective, this dream requires us to examine both the symbol of color and the impossibility of the transformation. Color in dreams often represents emotional states, identity, and the way we present ourselves to the world. The fact that this color doesn't exist suggests we're dealing with aspects of the self that haven't yet found expression in conscious life. We'll explore this through the lens of Freudian dream analysis, examining how your unconscious mind uses symbols to communicate what your conscious mind cannot yet accept. Understanding this dream requires distinguishing between its manifest content, the literal experience of becoming an impossible color, and its latent content, which harbors the dream's true psychological meaning. The manifest content serves as a disguise, protecting your ego from anxiety-provoking unconscious material. The impossible color becomes a symbol that allows forbidden or threatening desires to enter consciousness in a form that won't trigger your psychological defenses. This symbolic disguise is crucial because it permits the expression of wishes that might otherwise be too threatening to acknowledge. The dream work has transformed raw unconscious impulses into this fantastical scenario, allowing you to experience expansion and transformation without confronting the specific areas of your life where you feel restricted or unfulfilled. The dream work operates through two primary mechanisms here: condensation and displacement. Condensation occurs when multiple unconscious elements combine into the single symbol of the impossible color. This color might represent various aspects of your identity, unexpressed talents, forbidden desires, or aspects of your personality that you've never allowed yourself to explore. Displacement moves the emotional significance from its original source onto this neutral symbol of color. The impossibility of the color is equally significant. Your unconscious mind chooses something that cannot exist to represent desires or aspects of yourself that you believe cannot exist within your current life circumstances. The dream transforms the anxiety of unfulfilled potential into the wonder of impossible beauty, allowing you to experience expansion without triggering defensive responses. At its core, this dream expresses the fundamental human desire to transcend limitations and become more than what we currently are. From a Freudian perspective, this connects to our earliest narcissistic wishes, that period in infancy when we believed we were omnipotent and could control our environment through thought alone. The dream of becoming an impossible color resurrects this primitive omnipotence, suggesting that part of your psyche still believes in unlimited possibility. These desires often stem from early experiences where your authentic self-expression was discouraged or where you learned to hide certain aspects of your personality. The unconscious mind preserves these unexpressed elements, and they emerge in dreams as symbols of impossible transformation. The non-existent color becomes a safe container for all the ways you wish you could be different, expanded, or more fully yourself. Your dream reveals several defense mechanisms at work. Sublimation transforms potentially anxiety-provoking desires for change into the aesthetically beautiful experience of becoming color. Symbolization allows threatening material to enter consciousness in disguised form. The impossibility of the scenario itself serves as a defense. By making the transformation impossible, your ego avoids confronting the real-life changes that might be necessary for authentic self-expression. These defenses protect you from the anxiety that would arise if you directly confronted areas where you feel restricted or unfulfilled. The dream provides a safe space to experience expansion and transformation without triggering the psychological resistance that might arise if you considered making actual changes in your waking life. From a developmental perspective, this dream often emerges during periods of psychological transition or